say something and I forgot.
F.
Always fun when that happens.
Yep. Anyway, hello and welcome back to Endwalker still.
I'm no longer crashing!
Yay!
Because I'm on PlayStation.
Yeah.
Hopefully now we can get through this. Not for those we'd be on the point.
We should be able to. If the PS5 version started crashing on me, I'm just cursed.
That would suck.
Yeah, that would really suck.
My apologies for the delay. Aye, that is a striking simulacrum indeed. Well suited to the work ahead, I doubt not. Allow me to explain Y'shtola's plans in greater detail. As you know, we seek to open a void gate in Mare Lamentorum that will make gain direct passage to the moon on the 13th. Whilst our comrades labor upon the moon, we must needs accomplish two tasks. First is the procurement of a substantial quantity of ether, and subsequent delivery of it onto the Tower of Babel. Such structure was once used to siphon the land's essence by way of the Telephoros spires. Such a method, however, doth pose an unacceptable risk to the greater ethereal balance of the world. Else we must seek an alternate means of conveying our requisite resource. The second task doth pertain to the use of the Tower of Babel itself. You recall that this portal unto the moon was placed under the supervision of the Ilsepot contingent. If we would employ it to different ends, we must first obtain the contingent's express permission. I should like to believe they would not refuse us, so perhaps we should concern ourselves with the ether problem first. Have you any idea whence we might source the vast quantity needed? Aye, likely location doth come to mind. Let us make for the airship landing. There I shall reveal more. Zero doesn't say a fucking word.
Get that save file set up later. What was looking through Discord ads while also listening to the dialogue. Thing my brain kept putting off on setting up. I need to really get to doing soon. Oh yeah, to anyone watching, like I mentioned before, I'm on PlayStation, meaning those super long load times I was dealing with are a non-issue.
Yeah.
Like, holy fuck.
Yeah. Pretty quick. All present and accounted for? Excellent. Shall travel to Charlian and then seek the nearby Isle of Haam. Near unto the surface of this isle do rivers of ether converge. The turning energy of this confluence is released by way of geysers. Sorry. Originally, the Ragnarok was supposed to be... Let's try that again. Originally, the Ragnarok was to be powered by ether harvested from the isle. But, as you well know, an alternate power source was ultimately found for the vessel. Passage unto Ultima Thule, to the very limits of existence, was facilitated by not less than the strength of the Mother Crystal herself. Such the Isle of Ham's vast ether deposits remain untouched. We may help ourselves to that energy, provided we are able to secure the forum's permission. Yet again, with needing permission, there's nothing straightforward in this world. Such is the nature of politics, I fear. And as the Scions of the Seventh Dawn have been officially disbanded, no longer are we a recognized collective, a somewhat disadvantaged position, bureaucratically speaking. Fortunately, however, there is a recognized and respected body upon which we might prevail, the students of Baldessian. Upon arriving in Charlian, let us seek our friends at the annex. Meeting up at the annex. It just takes us straight there.
It is always nice when they just teleport you there.
Yeah. Hello. Welcome back, Harris. What brings you here today? In such colorful company. Greetings, Ojika. On this occasion, we are come to seek the student's assistance in a matter of some urgency. In that case, you'll want to speak with Cryle. She's in the main hall sorting through our archives. There's a visitor with her at the moment, but it's no one you don't know, so feel free to show yourself in. Proceed, yes.
Good news, this is voiced.
Yay.
Also, hi, Cryle.
Hi, Erinville.
Well now, if it isn't two of my dearest friends. As for the other two, I don't believe we've had the pleasure.
Not in this vessel, perhaps. 'Tis I, Vashan. Though, you are welcome to call me Vritra, if you prefer.
Pay me no mind. I merely accompany them.
I pray you
I'm just here
forgive
so I don't
us
get
our
fired.
intrusion. If you are occupied, we shall call again anon.
It's quite all right. We've just finished swapping all our secrets anyway. Erinville occasionally comes and shares the latest Gleaner gossip, you see. From forgotten ruins to mysterious relics, if there's aught that might be of interest to the students, he kindly lets us know.
Alas, I must soon depart on an expedition. As I may be away for an extended period, I wish to give Cryle fair warning. Hence my visit today.
I see. There are specimens that want for procuring, I presume?
You could say that.
No, it isn't guild ship business, but rather... homecoming. But enough about me. You have business too, yes? And I'm in the way.
Far from it. As a matter of fact, we should be grateful if you could stay and share your knowledge of the nearby isles with us. We seek a means to travel to the Void. There, a man named Golbez plots to invade our world. A man who even now holds my sister hostage. To that end, we require a great quantity of ether, which we understand may be had on the Isle of Haam. We came in the hope of exploring how it might best be procured.
I'm sure, Cryle, I think the answer to that is yes.
13th. Must the stakes always be so dramatic?
Scions can't catch a fucking break.
You have a knack for finding trouble.
Understatement of the millennium.
If Gleaners collected world-ending crises, you could make quite a name for yourself in our profession. It's true the Isle of Haam is a veritable font of ether, but as it's under the Forum's direct jurisdiction, only a privileged few get to set foot there. I myself haven't.
So if we want to help ourselves to the Isle's ether,
Yay,
we'll need to
bureaucracy.
secure the Forum's permission.
Yay.
Very well. The students of Baldessian recognize your endeavors as combating
I'm
a
just
grave
imagining
threat to
Fortuno
the
here and
world.
also going, how the fuck
As
does this keep happening to you?
I hereby pledge our full assistance. Now that it's official, you may leave the politics and paperwork to me. Our operations remain small, but we shouldn't meet any undue resistance.
We are truly grateful.
If I may. According to the original plan for the Exodus, ether collected from the Isle of Haam was to power the Ark. Art thou perchance familiar with the logistics of this endeavor?
I don't know anything about that, I'm afraid. Nor do I think any cleaner would. You might have better luck asking someone involved with the Ark's construction. Margaret, for instance. She's a researcher in Charley and Hamlet. I met with her for a job recently, and she mentioned working on the Ragnarok's propulsion system.
Ah, yes, her.
You could do worse than to seek her out while awaiting the forum's verdict.
We may well do just that. Our gratitude for thine advice, and may this threat be but a memory upon thy return.
You're quite welcome. Now then, if you'll excuse me.
I best start drafting our petition. Go on and find your researcher. I'll contact you as soon as we've made progress.
Let us leave matters here to Mistress Kryl, and hie ourselves to Labyrinthos.
Right then, time to put our best foot forward.
And we're still on Kryl.
A pity you
Kryl
can't
having
tidy
my
yourself.
my
I should have had
kind
a
of
stoner enchant you when I
workplace.
had the chance. And what have we here? Later, Kryl.
Struggles
Later.
are real.
You've work to do.
Seeing that clearly important thing in the middle of the stack like that is just reminded me of this one post I saw once, where it's a student going up to a teacher with a very, very late assignment, and the teacher going, "There's no way I believe you turned that in." And the student goes, "Do you know who I am?" "No." Shoves it in the middle of the stack. Good.
They're setting up this shit. Point 4 and they're still setting up Dawn Trail. That's great. Like, in the face of the very clear ongoing story that's still happening. Hello, Margaret.
Is I forget how many point X's are there in an expansion usually?
5.
Okay.
We're on point 4.
Yep. Yeah, I remember asking friends in another voice call that when I told them where I was at.
Visitors, how delightful. If you require assistance, then ask away. It so happens you caught me in post-deadline bliss. Forgive us the abruptness of our inquiry, but 'tis our understanding that thou had charge of the Ragnarok's propulsion systems. We should like to know how ether harvested on the Isle of Haam is to be stored and transported to the Ark, if the disclosure of such information is permitted. Oh, it's no bother at all. We built special tanks that can store ether just like we use casks to store wine. Simple, really. Simple, but quite brilliant in construction. Rivaled even crystals for ethereal capacity. Pity we never got to use them. Ah, how muddled and distant the memory. When Doom's deadline loomed large and we extricated ourselves from a waist-high mire of work, only to end up chin-deep in another. I was at one with the world, a conduit for the energies of creation, but now I am truly alive. Who would have thought that sleeping in a bed and eating warm meals could make such a difference?
Margaret, you need help. Grant, I think a lot of people here need help.
I feel positively functional. Dare say it rivals the thrill of dancing on the knife edge of failure.
I never tire of seeing my Warrior Flight's concerned look.
We are quite clever. Quite. On the subject of the ether tanks, do you know what became of them? What did become of them? For the life of me, I can't seem to remember. I think she needs a nap. Oh, but I do remember someone who might remember. Should be back by now. Just look for the fellow wearing an outfit that screams, "I've been on vacation and you haven't." Very well, we shall seek out this conspicuous colleague of thine. Our sincerest gratitude, Margaret, and do look after thyself. Come, let us seek out this individual attired in a manner suggestive of recent furlough.
God, I would love to meet Uri on Jay's VA just to hear what it was like playing him. I'm sure I've said that something like that before, but man.
Well, maybe at the fan fest when it was you. Something was there. So yeah, fun fact: Margaret back there is actually a custom delivered client. Yes, sir, good old engineering buddy.
Hi, Coco.
In his hat and
Been a bit.
Hawaiian shirt. The face that launched a teeny tiny toy boat. Have you been, Harris? Able to catch a bit of rest? For a while. Well, if I don't know about the ether tanks, who in Byrogot's name would? Born right in me very own workshop they were. A pleasure as always, Master Coco. I trust thy respite proved rejuvenating. And then some, but I won't bore you with the details. It's not without a drink in me. So, why the interest in our little old tanks? Permit me to explain. One explanation later. I see. I think I've got the long and short of it. Goes without saying, but we all owe you more than we can ever repay. If you need our ether tanks, then they're at your disposal. There's just one problem. You need the forum's approval to set foot on the Isle of Haam. Were it up to me, you'd be on the next ship out, but that lot can't wipe their asses unless it's in accordance with the procedural notions. You may be assured that my backside is immaculate.
Jesus Christ, Fortuno.
Thaliak's thumping thighs! Master Fortuno, and Skolak Monteshane. What a surprise!
That is a fun surprise exclamation.
Pardon the intrusion. The forum has deliberated your petition and decided to deliver our verdict directly. I would hope that the matter of pandemonium has not been overshadowed by other concerns, but that is a discussion for another time. Yeah, it's still just kind of...
We're almost done there, don't worry.
We'll get there. In fact, I believe that's actually the next thing on the list once we're done here.
Figured.
You have been granted special dispensation to travel to the Isle of Haam for the purpose of etheric extraction, on one condition. On account of its rich deposits of ether, the isle is home to throngs of vicious beasts. We ask that you cull any such creatures you encounter. That's all.
That makes sense. They know how strong we are, though we can handle any monsters that could give the researchers problems.
Yeah. Given the vast amount of ether we seek, I expected a far higher price. Oh, believe me, we do not underestimate the value of what you desire. Yea, we simply owe the students of Baldessian and their esteemed collaborators a debt of gratitude, and we felt that expediting your request was a suitable way to repay it. Debt of gratitude. We have taken the liberty of arranging a passage to the Isle of Haam. The vessel awaits in Scholar's Harbor. Then I better get those ether tanks loaded onto the airship. Be ready to take them where you need, assuming it's safe. I shall head back to the annex, but should you need anything else, don't hesitate to call.
The power of having the goodwill of saving the fucking world.
Yes. You don't get that too often, shockingly.
Yeah, like, you just know if this plotline was happening in, like, Heavensward, we would have been fucked.
Yeah. I may be pained. Nothing super important. Anyway. Hello.
It voiced.
Yay.
Bound for the Isle of Haam. You look like the ones Master Fortuno told me to expect.
Yes, sir.
If you're ready to depart, and so am I. Just say the word.
Is something the matter?
I did recruit one other to our party, but he is late to arrive.
Ah, hell yeah.
It's the boy. I thank you.
Forgive me my delay.
Thancred, 'tis good to see you.
If it isn't Varshan. They do grow up so quickly. Orionje tells me we have a host
Think
of
whatever the
exciting
Sarker.
tribulations to face. And you must be Zero. I've heard all about your daring do in Garlemald. A pleasure.
Apart from strengthening our company with his redoubtable skill at arms, Thancred may also serve as a mentor in those matters that trouble thee.
I may be able to help you with your problem.
I speak of the intangible forces which bring souls together. Thancred is possessed of experience both unique and insightful that I am sure he would gladly share with thee. Thou needst but ask.
Thancred can never stop seeming to be a mentor for characters.
I have heard more than a few people call him Dad Cred.
That tracks, especially given who he mentored in Shadowbringers.
Yeah. Ether font, let's go.
Good timing for me to get a version that likes me. And for those wondering, I'm still playing on a keyboard and mouse. I saw the controller layout. How do people play controller?
It's more intuitive than you think.
It's less the intuitiveness and more just like, that's so many extra action icons just to switch between two base rows.
Yeah. Well, here's the thing. Controller has this thing called a cross hotbar, which is like an extra set that you can kind of position wherever the fuck you want. I have them set right above mine, in my case. Something
Yeah,
very-
same. Huh? Yep.
Especially on jobs that have a like ton of buttons.
Yep. Isn't that right, Astrologian?
Isn't that right, Paladin?
Yeah.
It's like, I saw the default layout, thought about how Red Mage actually works, and it was like, no.
Red Mage is one that I think actually tends to fit pretty snugly into this. If you want to see my layout later. You food here?
Yeah.
My food is getting close. I believe it's still like 4-ish minutes. Let me double check the tracker.
Alright. I was gonna say, if you want to take a break, quick break to wait for your food before we get here. I could use a little something myself, honestly.
Alright.
Alright.
Yeah, because the driver is like basically a few turns away.
Alright.
So yeah, ETA saying 117 to 120.
Alright. In that case, we're going to take a break and be right back with the dungeon.
And food. Food is important.
And food. Be right back, folks.
Only time will tell the magnitude of these. longer we wait, may it be the sweeter keys. Standing by for answers, shall it ease the pain? Get up and go, get it, go. Only from the heart one reaches to the sky. Ups and downs it goes, so hands up and enjoy the ride. As you go, believing the faith and yourself. It's done with no regrets. Choices one makes reflects hope and fear. Be brave, endure the pain that one might just gain. The strength one sought, which may be hearts and souls of life. Meanings all of us search for.
Questions, no answers, could this be for nothing? I feel so worthless, so nervous, disgusted. I would be so broken unless I conducted diligently, patiently, and trusted myself. Nothing was given to me, so I'm gonna go earn it. Every new pain is a motivation I burn. Trepidation doesn't stop death, but it stops life. Accepting open minds for life.
One day these quiet voices will be heard. Loud and clear the story of the ones we need. Shed no tears, realize what they left behind. Nothing easy, get up and go, get it, go. Explore within the limits of the time. No one should need a permit to a way of life. No matter how far, how you'll go, how short it may last. You should earn life, earn your rest. Over time, most things fade away. Isn't that right? All of the memories dissolve it all. The sunshine, the breeze song go by. No matter how big it is, its time will come. It will be reborn as something new. The full moon, bright balloons. Only my feelings will ever grow. And I've seen swallow, so that's me. Non-stop love song will follow you. Wherever you go, I can't wait to catch up before the sun sleeps. Not if you're short on breath. I'm the disaster of passion. All you need to know is one or two things or a few. I'm alone, but I'm not alone. You know that, right? Trees and rain, now and then. I can't live without that precious one. And I've seen the swallow, so that's me. Springtime syndrome. I will follow you wherever you go. I can't wait to catch up before the sun sleeps. you're short of breath. Just so you know, please don't think you're going to get away with it, okay?
But yeah, I now have Majan in my orchestrion roles.
We.
Side note, is there a way to like search achievements by name in the achievement list?
I don't believe so.
Okay, because I saw a like story one saying that I didn't have it and I needed it. Yeah, prelude discovery from the achievement leader of the band 1, and I wasn't sure what that achievement is supposed to be.
A leader of the band?
Yeah.
I believe that's just getting a bunch of orchestrion rolls.
Oh, okay, cool. That makes sense. Yeah, that'll be something fun to just work on every so often when I'm done with dailies.
We all back and good to go?
Red is still muted.
And AFK, it looks like.
Yeah, so he also probably went to go get like food or something. Anyways. Yeah. One thing I'm real glad about is that the Oscar mat I got a good while back that I'm pretty sure I showed a picture of back when I first got it. Yeah, the nice thing is that the material basically makes it work as a makeshift mouse pad because I had to use my actual mouse pad for the mouse I'm using for my PlayStation right now. So it's like, oh cool, so I can still just have the mouse on the Oscar mat for when I need to just quickly switch like YouTube tabs or whatever. I can just, and for whenever I'm done with Final Fantasy, I can always just move the mouse pad back over if I feel like it. Yay, salmon, rice, and veggies. Sushi burrito.
Yay, soft breakfast.
Also not a bad option.
I went with this because I think everything else worked. I'll make myself a pepperoni and sausage calzone later because I got some Italian sausage I cooked up earlier that used to get used.
Nice. Splatoon Raiders is fun. I'm actually getting close to finishing the post-game from what I can tell. Because, yeah, like, the post-game thing they have you grind up for has, like, 100 floors, and I'm currently in the, like, I'm currently in the 70s, I believe, with that. You do them in a sets of 3 floors. The fun part is, based on the flavor text, they lock you to the hardest difficulty, which I've been playing on the whole time anyway. And also make it to where you can't. Also make it to where you cannot call randos for help with those ones. You would just have to do it yourself. Cause yeah,
I have to do solo.
Cause yeah, like for most of the like pretty much everything but that post game area. You can do the you can, if you're having trouble, call randos for help with a quick button, and that their incentive is they get if you successfully help someone, you get rewards, and once a day you get a bonus reward for doing that. But also you could also say just party up with friends to do the raids together if you wanted to. I've yet to... Kinda, like, Splatoon Raiders is basically taking the Salmon Run PvE mode and expanding on it. So it's basically like Horde mode the game. So, you know, more expansive in the mechanics and such.
Where are you?
Funny thing, one outfit I still don't have yet because it's Splatoon. You still gotta have your cosmetics, so you unlock outfits via in-game achievement. Oh. So you basically unlock outfits via in-game achievements and amiibo. One of the so like you get an outfit for scanning any normal Splatoon amiibo, and then one for each of the deep cut Raiders amiibos. One of the achievements I don't have yet is actively partying up in a room with someone. I've gotten the help someone out outfit, and just not the party up with someone just in a room one.
Well, you know what? Maybe if I pick up the game next paycheck, who knows? We'll see.
Yeah, like I have a friend I know would be down to party up. It's just a matter of being available when she is.
Alright, we ready?
Yeah.
Yep.
Off to my favorite dungeon.
Oh boy. Okay, tank, please.
Tank cliff. There we go.
It is still wild that I got that one DPS and of a Jean Q of all things. Hi, Gore playing.
Oh, nice outfit, tank.
Oh, no, mash.
Not seen it yet.
Well, nice in a certain way. I don't know if I agree with everything about it, but...
Legos?
Oh my god, the leopard print.
Right?
One thing that was nice is when I was going through Lisa Stasha in my daily yesterday, because of how rusty I was, someone did give me some tank tips, which was nice. Like, reminding me of what, how to know what the aggro levels are.
Yep.
Pretty helpful to know that.
AoE attack is usually not the biggest threat.
Yep. Yeah, it's just a fun case of not getting overwhelmed. Also the fun case of them saying, you know you can switch what you want, right? And me going, I am too paranoid about being that tank. Always fun when it doesn't want to click on the enemies when I know the enemy is only up for some reason. I don't know why sometimes the enemy list doesn't want to pop up for me when the enemies are clearly aggroed on the people.
Reason number one, this is my favorite dungeon. What we just did, that multiple port, that was 2 groups. As in, that's my usual,
Now I was looking at the hand of tanking, so my limit's effectively 1.
Fair enough. Reason number 2, this music.
Oh, it is a good song.
Reason number 3, we'll see once we move to the next game.
Also, nice thing about me just having the audio going through OBS instead of the game itself, so meaning my sound balance is already how I usually like it. I can hear the game a little better while still hearing you guys.
Yay!
Hey.
Because, gotta be real, sometimes with some raids it is hard hearing the music while also trying to talk tactics. Back on the laptop. I will say one nice thing about having to rearrange my taskbar is I now actually have my groups properly fucking grouped.
Yay.
So like I have all my AoEs on the top row, I've got all my single targets on the bottom row, I've got my melee combos to the right of my the right of my AoEs. I got the follow-ups to the right of my single targets. It's nice and easy. And then you got and then I got stuff like Swift, Cast and Review and stuff just all on the bottom row in a order that makes some kind of sense.
Oh, yes,
Like,
this
you
guy.
know, that's a fun design.
Look at his goofy ass mouth.
Our tank effectively AFK queued. Oh my god. Whoops. Definitely fucked up my combo structure there a little bit because of how long it's been. But, like, I actually did one more melee combo that I needed to before doing Flare.
I want to get away from this.
Yeah.
Oh, I see.
There's also going to be big ones. I believe it's the
Yep.
big ones go first, then the big ones.
Yes.
I'm definitely going to need to change the size of the buff text when it pops up my right character here. It made more sense on the laptop screen, not so much on a TV. Ow. Oh, hate that.
Coming.
Don't stack. Now stack. Don't stack.
Yep. Get behind him.
Okay.
Yeah, I think we're gonna do both of them at the same time.
I love her take. I love her take going, why do I have to AFK his tank? Check. Oh. That one I at least dodged. Why? Fuck you!
Fuck you, Baltimore!
Fuck you, Baltimore.
Now my brain is just thinking of the fuck you Annie says during that Guinevere. It's good. It's highly recommend.
I have heard very good.
What if person who made one of the biggest Disney shows that Disney tried to fuck over made a show somewhat airing her grievances while still respecting what Disney means to people?
Ian turned nasty. Whee! And now reason number 3 I love this dungeon so much. Look around us.
Pretty.
Very.
Oh, Nico would hate this part.
No, not the penguins! Everywhere.
I still love the ad he did for his penguin plush. It's like, pet the penguin, hug the penguin, squish the penguin, eat the penguin, no, don't. Buy from the penguin, definitely don't. Just one of the funniest "this is a joke" disclaimers I've ever seen. Hey, it's that one thing outfit in Rivals.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Right?
Like, not often you see rainbow crystal gold. Oh god. It is still funny how they thought of what can we do for a thing costume. Infinity gems. Also, I realized I said gems when the term is stones. My brain, for some reason, thought of like the OG term. Because a term that hasn't been used in goddamn years. Hi, buddy. You look friendly. Have a scorch and a resolution. I saw the queued up from the previous poll.
At least to cover the
Gotcha.
Yep.
especially around the
Oh, yep, I see the lines. Alright. That's a fun mechanic. Alright. Somehow fucked up my dual casting. I don't know why I was actually doing the 4-second cast bar there. I thought I was doing my casts right. Sometimes it's just misclick.
Yeah.
Oh, hi. Oh god! Thank god they gave more than enough time to read that.
You can just spell the little fucking fast.
Oh god! Shell, and up a mint, and it got flared. Also, it's nice having my character actually fucking animate, because for context for people who clearly don't know what my perspective is, because I wasn't streaming my perspective, in the last chunk of raids on my laptop, my character would sometimes just glide around not animating while all the battle stuff was going on. The signs were there that I needed to switch up. It just happened faster than expected. Okay, gotta love when they make the edge thingy very fucking big.
Oh yeah, it's just a fucking blast.
That's a fun fight.
There we go.
Like, you think with all the movement you have to do as a caster, I would not like that. No, that kind of cast management's fun.
Whee!
Especially because they gave me ample warning of where everything was going to be. Okay.
The inside of yours is quite big.
If I recall, wasn't there a time where they... If I recall, wasn't there a time where the devs were trying to prevent wall-to-walls from happening, but people still kept doing it, so they just gave up?
No, this was way back. They started doing gating stuff off more frequently since 7th went on. Kind of really limited to basically no more than 2 mob pulls since 7th.
Gotcha.
Because yeah, ARR dungeons, people, those wall-to-wall pulls are even worse.
Yep, no, a reminder, I was healing during some of those dungeons.
Yeah.
I am fucking aware.
And many people want to bitch and moan about making things boring because of stuff like that, but you know what? There is a limit about this little thing called self-control.
I like the healer not having a headache.
Yeah.
My theory can only do so much.
About these the origin people are actually from maybe not necessarily north of here.
Yeah, the archipelagos.
Yeah.
Yeah. I didn't remember seeing about that.
The one.
Yoshi mentioned something about the northern. This is about where we are.
Yep.
And now this guy.
Yeah, Aetherfont is I can definitely see why this is your favorite dungeon, Sam. This is a really good one.
Yep.
Now tentacles.
Oh hey, I think I just refought your cousin yesterday.
Yeah, a certain kraken with obnoxious tentacles somewhere in Stations.
Yeah, and I was the tank at the time.
Thinking I do give the kraken a little bit of credit. He did get that annoying turd Captain Massey sent him his ass flying.
So when our tank here mentions the makes sense given the song playing.
I think they need to like access it.
I mean, I've gone the direction of Holy.
Go right here, where I'm going.
What tell am I looking for with that?
The one that does not have a tentacle around the platform. Any of them. later on it'll go away for most of the
So
fight.
just avoid the tentacles is what I'm hearing.
Yeah, right now avoid the tentacles. Okay, get out of the circle spot. Just in between it.
Yep. Alright.
Okay, this is turning.
Also, Sam, what the hell
Stay over
happened
here.
to you
Stay over
earlier?
here.
I went a little too far. Got my little defense.
Ah. Rip.
Okay, over here is going to be a spot to be safe.
Alright, gotta get my melee combo off while we're waiting for this to all go. Good question.
I mean, as long as it's a safe spot over there.
Yeah, like I assume there's more than one safe spot.
Yeah. Okay, so this part, you gotta watch the tentacles and the direction. Over here, over here.
Like, I assume there's more than one safe spot because you don't want to completely
corner.
fuck over someone who's, say, in where we are. Oh god! That was close.
Yep, bridges.
Oh fuck me. Yeah, I fucked up so hard. Whoops.
Swift cast, come on.
Alright. Lucid Dreaming. It was also real fun when fighting Ultimate yesterday. I'm going, wait, I don't see the HP percentage. I also have to return that on. God damn it. But for anyone thinking to cross-platform Final Fantasy, just be aware there's a lot of settings you're going to have to redo.
Over here. Here. This part.
The tank's actively trying to keep his attention away from us is what it is. Yeah, it doesn't feel like it.
I mean, it felt well and good, but they're really cutting it close on getting out of the way of some of these AoEs, and they got nicked that time.
Like, I respect the attempt.
Yeah.
Not sure how useful that is on this guy.
Oh, you know.
Oh, you're fucked.
Yeah, I cut his ass down the side.
I'm going to remember that I can use the DPS limit break myself. At some point. Oh, God help whenever my Dark Knight's leveled out enough that I get to one of the raids where I have to, where this part of the strategy is using the tank limit break.
Stay tuned, scale lady. Not that I looked up.
Oh, man.
And I got the cow.
I kind of
Nice.
figured when tank rando, you're healer, it makes sense.
Yeah, healers will always get the bomb. Alright.
Look at all that evil.
all those ETH man's robots. The way you said the sentence just instantly reminded me of the Tails line.
Much obliged for clearing the way. We'll get to work at once. Filling these up will take a good while. I appreciate it if you stood watch till we finished. I ain't getting chewed to chum by some ether-bloated bugger.
Some ether-bloated bugger.
Oh, by the by. Where were you planning on putting these to use? We could deliver them by airship, see? Provided it ain't too far.
We would need them transported to Garlemald, to the Tower of Babel.
Ah, that's a long old journey. Too long for a direct flight. Tell you what, we'll send them over with the scheduled shipment of provisions headed that way. I'll make the arrangements as soon as we get back. Save some poor chocobos having to drag this lot through the snow.
You have our thanks. We shall not forget your generosity.
Everything seems to be proceeding apace. I dare say you would have been fine without me.
Why would you say such a thing? You are not bound by contract or the threat of force, and you gain no advantage by devaluing your own contribution. Yet you must be bound by something to speak thus. What is it?
What binds me? A belief, I suppose. Born of our shared struggles.
Friendship.
No matter where my comrades go, I have faith they will be fine. For I know that they will walk their chosen path as surely as I walk mine. I trust them, in short. Trite though it may sound.
Trust. I remember the word. How long has it been since last I used it? It had no place in my dealings. Not with other Voidsent, and certainly not with Xenos. Not even in the time before darkness engulfed the world. Full often did Memoriates betray their own, corrupted by the very power they wielded. You could trust no one but yourself. Alone we fought, and alone we fell. I wouldn't know how to trust. Is there some trick to it?
Just stay close to this one. You'll learn in no time.
You guys can help with some of that too, you know.
Absolutely fine.
I confess I thought thou mightst have more words of counsel to offer.
Oh, she'll soon get the hang of it, even without my help. After our work here is done,
Ranjay, you don't think it's not really a man of many words.
But before that, I take it you've heard as well.
Indeed. The client seeketh archons, and 'twould seem our extensive travels and neutrality make us prime candidates.
Well, assuming we take on the request, I suspect I'll be stuck with you again. Don't let me down.
I gotta say, if you had told me that Thickwood and Urianger would be one of the common pair-ups back in ARR, I would not have believed you.
And yet here we are.
I stole that one Betty G animation of the empty.
Not only allow us use of the tanks, we arrange their transportation to Garlemald besides. Blessed are we to count Kokolo among our allies. And to thee we must also give thanks, Thancred, for coming to our aid on such short notice. Please, you know I'm always happy to help. Don't hesitate to call on me again. Yay! Till next time. Next. Alright, level 90, like fear to flame. The tank's transportation thus arranged, the first task is complete. We may now turn our attention to the second. To wit, obtaining the blessing of the Ilsabot contingent to use the Tower of Babel to channel energy onto the moon. Our destination is Camp Broken Glass, where we may present our petition to Commander Lucia. And away we go.
Yep. Been a good bit since we ran into Lucia. This will be fun.
Yeah. Hello. Harris, allow me to personally thank you for your assistance during the recent void sent incursion. Your actions saved many. What brings you here today? Pray forgive us for not sending word in advance, Commander, but we seek your cooperation in a matter of great import. Indeed, we appreciate you consulting us instead of taking unilateral action. It is no simple matter to activate the Tower of Babel, and I speak not only of the technological challenges. Personally, I think we must consider the emotional impact of such an action above all else. Pending a more official name, we refer to those who remain here as the Garlean community. As you would expect, they are predominantly native Garleans, most of whom are uncomfortable with ethereal manipulation. To compound matters, the trauma inflicted by anima is still fresh. If the tower were to suddenly light up again, it is like to cause distress and reopen old wounds. Better that than facing a mass invasion by Gulbas and his voids and hordes, surely. Of course, we acknowledge the gravity of the situation, as well as the promised bloodshed should we fail to act. Yet, even were we to convey your warning to the public, many simply do not understand the workings of magic or the rift. They will struggle to comprehend why they must be forced to relive personal horrors for the sake of something they cannot imagine. What's there to imagine? Haven't these people seen Void Sent with their own eyes? Let us suppose you encounter someone who is freezing in this cold. The natural thing to do might be to make them a fire, yes? But what if that person's sole experience with fire was being badly burned by it, and they harbored an acute fear? Despite the benefits, nay, the necessity of the warmth you offer, they may flee on instinct, or worse, misinterpret your actions for aggression and lash out. fire that torments this individual. The Tower of Babel torments the people of Garlemald. Yet we cannot afford to falter here. Let's find a way to help them overcome their fear. I agree. To that end, the contingent will assist however we can. We should speak with Alphino and Alice. With the rapport they have established with the Garlia people, I dare say they can provide us with valuable insights. In the meantime, Harianje, might I ask that you remain here to oversee the technical aspects of the tower's activation? Now off to tertiary.
Right. Thanks, Xenos. You helped so much with this.
I mean, to be fair, I don't think even he saw this coming.
No. I mean, I also personally blame Van Daniel for this shit just about as much as Xenos.
True. Very true.
Yeah, if anyone would have seen something like this coming, it would have been him. I'm glad to see you, Harris. Reacher has explained our present dilemma. There's no unfounded concern that the Garleans might take poorly to the reactivation of the Tower of Babel. That's putting it mildly. Many would be up in arms over it. Trust in the Ilthobot contingent is fragile enough. We need to tread lightly, or we risk jeopardizing everything we've achieved. Trust again. But, Man, it seems to me there's not for it but to speak with the people. Rather than hopping on about the necessity of the plan, we need to lend an ear to their concerns. Then, perhaps, we can begin working towards compromise. In that case, I'll take you to meet the community leaders. They're at a station called Senators, near the Snaculum Imperialis. I would be honored to speak with them, though it would be prudent to learn where people elsewhere stand as well. But I will leave that to the others. Save Zero. Might you accompany me? I'm sure those in
Oh, that is a lot of objective markers.
Yes. I'm sure those in Tapper's Den will have their own opinions. Alphino, if I may drag you along. Tashi and we leave to you. You are no stranger to the people here, so it should take little prodding to convince them to speak freely. Then it's settled. As you've learned what you can, let's all meet in Forum Solius, where we'll have what I hope is a productive discussion. I'm gonna need a nap when we're done here. Alright, serious lad. No, stop it! The tower's evil. It'll turn us all evil. I want to hear it. Leave me alone. Well, that's already one vote for no. Hello. Fie. The tower isn't right, I tell you. All those magics. Years ago when I lived in the provinces, the locals raised our village to the ground with this stuff. Made things appear and disappear and fly and burn. I still see it when I close my eyes. It's done us a good turn, dear, but let's not talk about that tower any longer. It's unnatural. How about you, named person? Activate the Tower of Babel. Are you out of your mind? Abomination transformed my friends and family into monsters. I can't even bear to look at it whenever I step outside. If you want to do something first, tear the bloody thing down. God, if only it were that easy. The Tower of Babel. What's it got to do with Void Scent? Can't say I understand. Still, your people have done much and more for us Garleans. If you'd say it's necessary, then that's good enough for me. Finally, a positive reaction.
apparently I had an ether current quest I could redeem, so hey.
Whenever its present state, the Imperial Palace was once the pride of Garlemald. I mean no disrespect to you and yours, but shouldn't the Garlean people be its caretakers instead of foreigners? Though if we dared speak thus to some of the contingent, they might make assumptions. Cut of rations, or worse. No, forget I said anything. Please. A little extreme.
Okay, I'm still missing one Garlemald current, which I assume is from a quest I have in my log.
Probably. Hi, Zero.
That after I do my dailies later.
Ulysses
I'm
on his way
back
with
now.
Yep. Hope you found the people more receptive than we did. Well, one was. Harris, I present to you Lords Neus and Matthias, magistrates of our political council. They've been spearheading the efforts to establish a new system of government here. When we raised the subject of the Tower of Babel, they insisted that we speak no further until joined by representatives of the Ilsabar contingent. The Alpha and Analysis have yet to arrive, though, so perhaps we should wait. It doesn't matter if only some of you are present. I simply wish to make one thing perfectly clear. The Tower is the manifestation of Garlean ingenuity and authority. It was once the abode of the Imperial family and will forever bear tremendous cultural significance. It's insulting enough that we have had to suffer foreigners occupying it under the guise of rendering aid. And now you propose reactivating it. Nay, we've had enough. The Garlemald of old may have fallen, but she fell in civil war to her own people, not to Eorzea nor any other land. Came here to assert our unequivocal claim to our territory. Garlemald and all that lies within her bounds is beholden to no one.
Slowly raises finger telling Pearl to call Sid.
I don't know how much that would help, honestly. Because remember,
Yeah.
he did kind of defect from them.
What about the other guy whose name I am somehow spacing on at the moment?
Nero?
Yes.
Probably in much the same boat, if not worse, for being a fucking failure. I don't know. Level 90.
And I know for a fact Gaius I'm not sure how much Gaius would want to help with all this.
Yeah, Gaius, I believe, has also been pretty disgraced. Since their excellencies are resolved to negotiate with the contingent, I will escort them to Tertium. I will also instruct Alpha No and Alistair to meet us there. Lord Matthias, Lord Nias, by your leave, my comrades and I would speak with the residents of Senatus. Though the Ilsabar contingent holds the Tower of Babel, it is I who wishes for it to be reactivated, and thus I think it meet that I be present for this discussion. And my understanding of your people's hardships, of their hopes and desires, their dreams for the future, is sorely lacking. In my ignorance, I would struggle to contribute. Lest you worry, I will not plead our case to the community in your absence. I wish only to identify common ground, upon which we might build a relationship that sees us overcome our differences. Very well. But know that the gods will not hesitate to escort you from the premises should they judge your actions to be inappropriate. If it's settled, then you all should head to Senatus. I'll join you there after I see their excellencies safely to Tertium.
Hello, Lookout Point.
All the fucking way. Flying Sharkman.
Oh. I always forget which tab quest is supposed to be.
What do you mean?
Because like I wanted to double check the details of a quest I passed by that. I just had like a destination examine here for a bit marker.
If you open
So
up your
I wanted to
map,
double. Well, I
there's
kind of
always
wanted
the
to.
journal.
Right, yeah,
If you already
journal
have
is what
it.
it is. Yeah. Okay, that one is the other current quest. Okay, now I know for later.
Now you know. Hi. Here it is, Senatus. A temporary refuge for political dignitaries, hence the tight security. I'm given to understand that outsiders are not normally permitted so much as a glimpse inside. We consider ourselves fortunate to be given this opportunity. I hope it will be worth the trouble. As do I, Zero. As do I. Enter? Yes.
Time for some diplomacy.
Time for them.
And looking through some crates.
To begin, I propose we split up and ask the residents for their views on the Ilfbar contingent and the current state of affairs. I'd also do well to learn more about this enclave itself. Should you observe anything of note, pray keep it in mind. It is through open hearts and open minds that I believe we may yet convince their leaders to work with us for the greater good. The greater good. Stockpile was already supplied by the Ilfbar contingent, merely reliant upon the Alliance for aid. Hello. Want to know what I think? I'm a soldier who try not to think about politics at all. I'll say this much, our leaders labor to preserve our culture, way of life. And what remains of it, at any rate. I trust them to do what's best for Garlemald. Barrel of ceruleum. This large casket is the very same you and your comrades used to transport ceruleum from Lapis Pinellas. Why they are in Senatus is unclear. Hello. How do I feel about the contingent? Conflicted, to say the least. I've been tasked with the distribution of supplies that I know as well as any that we couldn't survive without outside aid. Be that as it may, even though the Empire has collapsed, we have our pride. People don't want to be beholden to others forever. There's no denying that it chafes to see our benefactors occupying the Imperial Palace. Finished touring the Enclave, have you? What were you able to learn? little too proud to just accept the help outright. Much the same as me, then. They accept the contingent's help out of necessity and harbor a measure of resentment. They have only themselves to blame. If they don't like the bargain, they should reject it. How many times must I tell you? It's absolutely out of the question. Meanwhile, elsewhere. Hi. What's going on? We were wondering the very same. We came running when we heard shouting. Is that the matter? Oh, no, I was just trying to explain. Mayhap you can clear this up. The contingent has made a reasonable request, but this man insists that it's impossible. It concerns the Magitek weapons which run rampant throughout Regio Urbanissima. Every time we deliver supplies here, we have to dispatch extra men to defend against potential attacks. To address the issue once for all, we propose the elimination of all machina that loitered near the supply route. But you heard him, he refused to even consider it. Magistrates have already spoken on this matter. Rampant or no, those war machina are Garlean assets. Furthermore, who's to say they're as dangerous as you attest? It's been suggested that this could be a pretense to scavenge Magitek material for your own ends. I know not if that is the case, but the fact remains we cannot allow you to destroy them. More speculation by the magistrates, I presume. Ridiculous, but they have spoken. If we want to inflame tensions further, then this is not what we can do. How complicated relations become when not grounded in clear and equitable arrangement. An equitable arrangement. Of course. Well, do I understand the difficulty of your position? As a soldier, you must do your duty and obey your superiors. I have an idea, but I must first speak with Commander Lucia. May I take charge of this matter? By all means.
The power of different perspectives.
Yeah. Let us return to Camp Broken Glass, where we might discuss a solution I believe will satisfy all parties.
Need to double check his user what would user interface like for changing, say, size of debuff notifications be? Is that character system?
That would be under HUD layout.
Oh.
Yep.
Let's see. Hotbar, goodbye.
You might have to. Never mind.
Well, no, I'm talking about the like quick like 5 pop-ups that show up for like 2 seconds.
Like the little icons.
Like that show up. Yeah, like the you know the like plus enfeeblement or minus double cast kind of stuff that just shows up by your character real quick.
Oh,
the font on those was because the font on those was fucking huge.
Yeah, that might actually be UI. Which would be under... What would that be under?
Character. HUD. Flying... probably the flying text... or is it flying or pop-up? Either way, I'm gonna change those from maximum for sure. Apply... Easy way to check this. No, that's still kind of... Well, I just use sprint. Figured that was a good way to check it. I'll just change that to standard, because, like, compared to laptop, I don't need the font to be super big, because I'm on TV.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, there we go. Standard size works. Hi, Maxima.
Welcome back, all of you. I pray there have been positive developments in your efforts to appeal to the Garlean community. Mayhap not yet, but there is a method by which I believe all stand to gain. As satrap, I intend to propose a trade agreement between Rajat Khan and the people of Garlemald. Please continue. To be just like, The people of this nation have lived through its collapse and more, yet they have chosen to remain, for it is their home. That they have been able to survive thus far is thanks to the Ilsabard contingent. Or rather, in less flattering terms, they are entirely at your mercy. Despite your noble intentions, this one-sided relationship has fueled feelings of frustration and resentment. It's no surprise then that some Garleans are loath to engage with foreigners, for fear of indebting themselves further, or surrendering more of their already limited autonomy. That is why I wish to present them with an equitable arrangement, one that would restore to them a sense of agency after having been forced to rely upon charity. Easier said than done. What exactly did you have in mind? Long have Garlemald and Rajat Khan abided by a treaty of non-interference. Freely have we traded with one another, and I wish but to continue in this tradition. We would provide your people with such supplies as you would require, in return for which you would grant us leave to use the Tower of Babel, as well as share your magitech resources and expertise. As we become more reliant upon your technologies, we will of course require more cerulean to fuel them. These you possess in abundance, and for it you will be duly compensated. Rajat Khan's culture will be enriched by your magitech wonders, and our ever-increasing demand for your wares will see Garlemald grow wealthy and prosperous. Only when both sides keep the interests of the other in mind can an equitable arrangement be forged. It is the principle I once thought I understood, but have come to appreciate all the more in recent days. I see the sage counsel of a friend from beyond the rift. She's just like me. Your Excellency, thank you for your careful consideration of Garlemald's future. Though I cannot speak for every Garlean, I myself see no reason to object to your proposal. Indeed, if Rajat Khan were to take the initiative, other nations may follow suit and seek to normalize trade relations with us. If you see the sense in my proposal, then I ask you join me in the negotiations with Tertium. Your support may be instrumental in winning over Lord Nias and Metius. By all means, go with them. I have matters here well in hand. I have learned all that I may regarding the tower's operations, so I too shall hie me to Tertium.
Oh my god, this guy.
This fucking guy. A crowd you may have brought, but numbers will not intimidate us. Tower of Babel is ours by right, and nothing you do will convince us otherwise. Rest assured, it's not our intent to infringe upon the rights of the people of Garlemald. Let us instead discuss the future. As the satrap of Rajat Khan, I wish to establish a new trade agreement between our nations. The aid we presently receive will not last forever, my lords. Sooner or later we must stand on our own 2 feet. But to do so, we must secure a means to replenish our coffers. And the proposed agreement presents a rare opportunity. It is true we do not want for magitech and ceruleum. Foreign currency will be needed to procure such things as we lack. What depend on the precise terms, but I can see the merits. What? I can't believe what I'm hearing. You serve the Emperor. We're a proud patriot. And now you entertain selling national resources like a common merchant. IQ, I weep for what we have lost. But if we are to rebuild Garlemald, we must make use of what precious few assets remain to us. Nonsense. Utter nonsense. You are a traitor, Nias, and there will be a reckoning. Oh yes, when the people of Senatus learn of this, they will cry out for your blood. Like you said, this fucking guy. Lord Metius, wait! It's unsafe out there!
At least Nias understands the situation.
Level 90, Bonds of Trust. It's far too dangerous for a civilian to be outside alone. Let's go after Lord Metius. Let us leave Methers here in Maximus care while the rest of us join on the search. If Lord Metius is bound for Senatus, we may be able to catch up to him in Regio Urbanissima. I pray he has not come to any harm. And away we go.
What amount roulette to get here?
Did you get the match check? Oh, the UFO. That's funny. All the way there.
One thing that was real fun is while I was like doing dailies and such, like while on my way to do one of the Dark Knight quest objectives, and I noticed a certain thing was not following me. Yeah, I had to resummon my minion as well. It is shocking what does not carry over between platforms automatically.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, at least all the equipment is still there. You just gotta, like, reset it up sometimes.
Yep. Wait.
I see what happened with the direction I was going. I ended up going towards the Ether Current quest objective again. I mean, they're in sort of the same areas, just one's more east than the other.
Yep.
Definitely gonna need to get that current quest done once we're done here, though. Good lord.
Yeah.
Alright.
Time to kick some ass.
Here we go. Maybe now this guy will understand why people have been needing to destroy Magitech.
Yep. Are you alright?
You good, man?
I'm alive?
Praise the sisters, you are safe.
Oh, thank God.
Don't think I'm indebted to you. I never asked for your
But
help.
you were about to fucking die.
You love Garlemald dearly, Lord Metius. That much is plain. But you're not alone in that. We all mourn what has become of our homeland. Bristle at having to rely upon outsiders simply to survive the cold. Even now, I struggle with fear and uncertainty. Day after day, I ask myself, what is right? Where do we go from here? I've yet to find the answers. But I won't stop looking nonetheless, and I won't avert my gaze from our grim reality.
Is there hope for us?
Aye. So long as we live. Garlemald lies in ruins, but the bonds between us will never be broken. We are the chain that connects generations past and future. You and I, it's links. Help us, Lord Metius, for all we have been and for what we may yet become. Please.
To be lectured by the younger, it ill becomes a man of my station. I will rejoin the talks at Tertium. Might I trouble you to escort me? Ere we part, I apologize for my discourtesy. I owe you my life, and I thank you.
Man just really needed the wake-up call, I guess.
Yep.
Euless, wait. I'd like a word. With you as well. I'm to stay close, after all.
Worry not, we shall see the magistrate safely back to Tertium.
What is it?
You bound that man with trust, didn't you? That's why he did not require coercion to return.
Don't know if bound is the right word.
Shall we walk, perhaps? Chilly, standing around here.
Euless not quite knowing how to talk with Zero yet.
Yep.
So that's how Zero came to join you. Still,
Yes.
I'm not sure I'm qualified to explain something like trust. I wouldn't describe myself as a sociable person. Before all this, any free time I had, I spent looking after my brother and sister. As for the magistrate, I only told him what's been on my mind of late. But I wouldn't have done so, I think, if it weren't for the twins' influence. Trust is infectious, in a manner of speaking. When someone believes in you, it makes you want to believe in them, in others, in yourself. Perhaps it's because the magistrate felt that earnestness that he gave us a chance. As I did, after I was caught trying to steal provisions from the enemy. Trust comes easy in such company.
Little wonder my world is devoid of it. No one trusts in you, and so you trust in no one. And round the wheel turns.
Yeah, a world like the Void would be quite the cycle of hatred.
Yep.
During the Contra Memoria, we had already come to judge one another based on strength and usefulness. You either used or were used. Those who rejected this rule didn't survive. My mother wanted to save the world, to fulfill the hopes of Marmoriet's good and true. After she died, I carried on her mission alone.
Alone? Didn't you have anyone to help you?
Almost. 2 men tried just the once. A swordsman and a mage, whom I met when passing through a village. They had saved the people there from corrupted Marmoriets. When they learned our enemies were the same, they seemed heartened. They claimed to be soldiers of a kingdom called Baron, and were traveling the realm in search of a means to end the Contra Memoria. They invited me to join them. I refused. How could I not, having learned the lessons of my world? Those who would work with others always have their own motives.
I'm assuming that's something from
their
before.
mercy.
Yep.
Yes.
I would not be forced to submit. I expected some manner of outburst, some show of frustration at having failed to deceive me. But they simply watched me walk away. I didn't know what to make of it then, but now... Perhaps they shared a bond of trust. Perhaps they were the last ones left who dared. Perhaps they hoped I was like them too. Perhaps it was just an offer, and nothing more. I continued fighting alone. But ultimately I was undone, overwhelmed by enemies that had banded together. I was cold, in pain, wishing desperately that someone would save me. And as I lay there in solitude, I felt it happen. The breaking of our world.
Hi, Canther.
Darkness washed over me, and I was swept into the rift. When I finally managed to return, it was to a world forever transformed. My home, now filled with abominations. I had a chance to learn about trust, and forsook it. I never had the power to save my home single-handed. I should have accepted their invitation. Had I joined them as I've joined you, I might not have had to face the end of the world alone. But it's all history now. No amount of reflection or regret will change our present reality.
Whatever may have happened in the past, you're still here, Zero. Alive. So long as you're alive, there will always be hope, no matter how bad things get. What you couldn't do yesterday, you might still do today. Think about it. It's plain that you've forged bonds with those around you. If you didn't feel that in some sense, would you have risked your life as you did for a meager ration of boots? I trust you too, for what it's worth.
Here it is again. fire that burned in my breast when you came to my rescue. The urge to weep, though there is no sorrow. If this is trust, then what must I do? How do I answer it?
The handshake, perhaps?
I said however you like.
Give me your hand. It's not something you do constantly, mind. A friend is a friend regardless.
A friend. So that's what it means. Someone you trust.
Love Euless being the one to really help cement it for her.
Yeah.
I guess in a weird way, Xenos did trust us in his own very fucked up way.
Yes. He trusted us to give him a good fight. Thank you. I feel at last as though I found the answers I sought, and I owe it all to you and Euless. Right then, expect the others have already arrived back at Tertium. We should join them. Let's give us that fucking money. Bing, bing. How's it going? Well, we've managed to make it past the dungeons, so I think we're gonna be able to get this done today. Full glad I'm
I forgot how bright her rapier is.
Yes. I think it's made out of crystal or something. Whatever it is Oriange got. Full glad am I to see everyone returned, and none the worse for wear. Various representatives of the Gallian community are gathered here this very moment. I dare say this is a fine opportunity to announce the trade agreement. You've read the memorandum. I trust you found the terms acceptable. I do. And Nias, pray you forgive my disgraceful conduct earlier. I am ashamed not only of my behavior, but of placing the burden of negotiations solely on your shoulders in my absence. You should know that when we brought up the subject of the tower's reactivation to the people at Tapper's Den, some reacted quite strongly. Once we explained that it would be to prevent another Void-Sent invasion, however, they were more receptive. It's fair to say the recent episode is still fresh in their minds. Tagged along to deliver a supply of cerulean. I have to say, I didn't expect to see such a large crowd. Even the stuffy Imperials who normally keep to themselves in Senators are here. My friends and countrymen, lend me your ears. I am pleased to inform you all on this joyous occasion that we, the people of Garlemald, have entered into a trade agreement with Razat Haam. To inaugurate our accord, we intend to grant the individuals before you access to the Tower of Babel. In return, Razat Haam will provide us with supplies, which shall be equally distributed amongst the settlements of our nation. They're still not sure about this. Let me be clear on one point. It is not an act of charity, but trade. A bargain struck between equals rooted in trust and respect. And it marks a significant step towards rebuilding our nation and regaining true independence. Radz-at-Han holds Garlean technology and ingenuity in the highest esteem. It is my hope that through this agreement, our peoples will enjoy a mutually beneficial relationship for years to come. Now then, we bid you gather round to hear the particulars that you might convey them to those elsewhere. That. So burdened by hardship and trauma with the people of Garlemald that they were unable to imagine a brighter future. To be recognized as equals, as a nation with something of value to offer to others, that validation alone is enough to rekindle their hope. It is by virtue of this partnership that we may access the Tower of Babel, a rather timely development given the ether tank's impending arrival. Once the tower's stores have been replenished, we need but await Ishtolla's signal to channel the energy to the moon, yes? And you can leave that and anything else on this end to me and Alpha now. No need to worry. Devote all your energies to the mission in the void. As ever, I am in your debt. You are good friends. And with that out of the way,
Right.
Lunar Rendezvous.
Let us take a moment to review matters as they stand. Having procured sufficient stores of ether, we may now channel the requisite energy unto the moon via the Tower of Babel. Our work on the star is complete. However,
Yay.
we have yet to receive word from Ishtola as to the state of the lunar preparations.
A ritual to open the gate, and measures to forestall a void-sent invasion. Neither task is simple nor quickly completed. She would doubtless benefit from our assistance.
The very thing I was about to propose. Let us join her above and lend what aid we may. Ere we set forth, however, Ishtola did bid me relay a message to thee. As thou art well aware, a key objective of our mission is the extraction of thy sister Ajdaya from the Void. Held captive for millennia and divested of an eye, she is like to be severely weakened. To make good her escape, she shall require aid. Aid that is best provided by a fellow Great Worm.
So we need Ritra, not Varshan.
You would have me go in my true form. Very well. Like our sire, we Great Worms are capable of traversing the great expanse. The journey will take some time, but I shall take myself to the moon. To begin with, I shall return this vessel to Radz-at-Han, that I may have both my eyes. And until such time as we find Ajdaya, I will entrust her eye to your keeping. Will you do this for me?
Obtained +1 dragon eye. God, that thing the size of a volleyball in my hand.
We shall contact you via link pearl once all is in place on the moon. You need but follow Ishtola's instructions.
Understood. We'll be ready.
Take care, Zero.
It will be the briefest of homecomings. I'll be back before you know it.
In mare elementorum, then. Go well.
To the moon!
Guys, at the start of the story arc, I wasn't expecting the Zero to Ulysses friendship, but it makes so much goddamn sense.
That's the wrong teleport. There we go. And here we are.
The Kirby part of my brain just activated from you saying that.
Istola of our arrival. She and her entourage should be here momentarily.
Games are really good just making certain normal ass phrases suddenly daunting.
Forgive me. I'd hoped to have everything in order sooner. My thanks for the extra hands.
Alphino and Alice stand ready at the Tower of Babel. Vritra is also en route.
Excellent. You've done well, all of you. For my part, I've managed to prepare the ritual with help from the Watcher. All that remains is to channel the ether from below. This should, I pray, open a gate leading to the moon of the 13th.
May I just say how excited we are to be a part of this grand undertaking. The development of the artificial Atomos was one thing, but this is an opportunity like no other. Ishtola even managed to get a loan of elegant treatises on void sense summoning from the prized collection of the Sons of Saint Koinak. The Empire's application of etherochemistry in regulating void gates provided us with many a useful insight for our work, let me tell you.
Sons of Saint Koinak, I'm trying to remember who that is.
It's the guys
I asked
in,
a favor of
Mordona, near
Grahatir
the Crystal
when we were
Tower.
comparing notes on cross-rift travel. Given his credentials, I was confident he wouldn't be denied. The knowledge of our forebears has brought us far, as has our own. And with our knowledge and resources, we shall construct a void-sent containment seal on a heretofore unseen scale.
Containment seal? Then thou wouldst make use of...
Aye, a tried and tested means of holding dark entities at bay is readily available here. 'Twould be remiss of us not to employ it. We shall reforge the brands that Xenos and Fandaniel destroyed. That which held even Zodiac shall more than suffice for void scent of any persuasion.
The Watcher is already hard at work, tending to the most critical parts of the brand's restoration. There are, however, a number of concerning factors that remain. With your help, I'm sure we can resolve them.
Time is of the essence, so I suggest we continue this discussion as we make our way to the brands.
Sounds like a plan.
Mm-hmm. Now, unfortunately, because I don't have flight here yet, this is going to take me a bit.
Moon music, go. Now then, to the matter at hand. The Watcher's assistance, we shall reforge each of Zodiac's brands, and use them to erect a barrier capable of repelling void scent. Yet though we expect it to be effective against larger beings on account of its original purpose, there is a chance it will allow lesser void scent to slip through. Therefore, we shall require a second line of defense. I believe the Leopard supporters would be suitable for this purpose. Ariane J., Harris, two of you have a strong rapport with our lunar allies. I would have you meet with Livingway in Bestway's burrow and provide any assistance they require. I will join you. As a void scent, my knowledge may be of use. An excellent idea. In the meantime, the rest of us will see to reforging the brands. Send word when we have finished. Pray do the same.
Right.
Didn't you eat? Where's the one we're looking for? Here you are.
Very top floor.
Yeah. Alright, you gotta go the long way.
Let's see, how many of these do I have for the moon? No, I didn't want to click on that.
Pretty Technicolor. Oh, the show's cool too. Fuck yes. God, I gotta get that thing. Anyway. There you are. You still have apprised me of your present undertaking. I understand that she wishes to deploy our pride and joy, veritable carrots of our eye, our unrivaled combat supporters, as a precautionary measure in case this void scent containment seal of hers proves lacking. As we speak, my fellows are rounding up what units they can, and will bring them to the northeast corner in short order. Please wait there.
Yeah, I just double-checked my current list. I'm still missing 2 quest currents for the moon. So, yeah, just got it. And I'm pretty sure I have both of them in my, like, wig list, so I'll be able to take care of those later.
I know the feeling.
Oh my god, they have maxed out bunny ears.
Dreadfully sorry to have kept you all waiting. Hello there, friends. A new person. Heard there was a bit of a rush, so we gathered what combat-ready supporters we had available.
A welcome contribution. Thine initiative never ceaseth to amaze.
Oh, stop! You're making me blush! Though we have fulfilled the purpose given to us by Heidelin, aiding the people of Aetheris remains our greatest joy. So you can count on us, ever and always. Right, so, we originally deployed these supporters to patrol the moon and keep it safe. They've never tussled with Voidsent before, but with sufficient data, they ought to hold their own against the ghastly fiends. Practical, tactical data acquired in the moment, and who better to give the supporters an educational thrashing than the champion of Aetheris?
I believe I would make a better instructor.
Yep, all you, girl.
Stare into the soul.
Not only have I fought Voidsent, I am one.
And now accessible.
Yay.
However, as I mentioned in the DMT before, it is 5 o'clock right now.
Yep.
So I'm gonna have to bugger off because SummerSlam awaits me here.
Alright, the two of us will finish things up. We can catch up later.
Alright.
Napping was just like, what was that?
No, don't just stand there. Engage! Engage!
Yeah, I guess one of the things was napping way, but apparently it's sleeping way.
Close enough.
That'll do!
Just like, okay, good enough.
A defeat bitterer than the bitterest carrot.
I do not need to destroy all the
Using
mechs.
this experience, we must enhance the supporters and
You
turn
do kind
them
of need
into Voidsent slaughterbots! Indeed. Right after we've managed to put the poor dears back together.
Pray forgive our comrade's enthusiasm. May I inquire as to how long the repairs will take?
On an ordinary day, I'd say no less than 5 carrots briskly consumed. But if you were to provide us with encouragement...
What do you mean by encouragement, mapping away?
We just might be able to do it in 2.
It's like, I believe this is your department. The fucking sound effects.
This I leave to you.
It's just like, oh, crap.
Alright.
Need to rally their spirits. Okay. Little emoting is all it takes. Not too bad. I do not. Alright, let's fix that. Rally. I should. Since there are actually quite a few quests that use it. Boop, there we go. What? Engage! Engage! I'm sorry, I was in the midst of... Forgive me. The sight of precision path is strangely soothing and sleep-inducing. But I'll try to keep moving. Yeah, I know the feeling. What a marvelous feeling. It's not... What's up?
Why did talking to Seanway cause a jingle to happen?
I think that's just them singing. Quote-unquote singing. What a marvelous feeling. It's nothing like wild gesticulations of encouragement to fire you up. You've cheering me on, I can do not less than my very best. Oh, thank you very, very much. Don't know how uplifting it is to have you encouraging us. Yeah, I mean, showing us the proper techniques so that we may keep our supporters operating at peak efficiency. My, everyone is in high spirits indeed. Thanks to your encouragement, we'll have all the supporters up and running again in no time at all. Pray attend to your remaining busy work and lead the deployment of our new and improved voice and slaughter bots to us. And off they go.
I am less than 1 million XP away from level 93.
Can you hear me? We've just finished restoring the brands.
The fact that you can say that less than 1 million as if that's close is fucking wild.
Our efforts is nigh.
Well, I mean, one good leveling or main scenario run would definitely get you there.
Yeah, if I wasn't using my daily roulettes to get my Dark Knight leveled up.
Fair. I've got to start doing the same thing with Samurai. Mostly just out of it's been a bit since I've played. The red side of the moon. The brand's already, I presume. Excellent. The Loperits having deployed the supporters, we are ready to proceed. Let us rejoin you to
On the note.
Go ahead.
On the note of that quest name, man, the Switch 2 edition of Mario Odyssey gets crazy.
Yes, Moon hard mode.
The fact that the fact that we already have Dark and Darker side though.
Let us rejoin your shoulder post haste. Prize open our gate on
I wonder if we'll ever get a Switch 2 edition of Odyssey. That would be interesting to see what they do.
Yeah, I mean, aside from 60 FPS, what did they really do with it?
You just get Isle Delfino as an area.
God, in Odyssey, that'd be fucking sick.
I mean, Sunshine finally got added to NSO.
True. For all those who didn't. Go ahead.
Yeah, which, granted, I have the physical version of 3D All-Stars.
For those who didn't pick up that thing that they only released for a limited time. For some stupid fucking reason. You know what? At least all 3 of the games on there are available in a somewhat more permanent fashion.
I'm still debating whether to get, like, at some point I'll get the Switch version of Galaxy 2, but I'm still debating on whether I want to get the Switch version of Galaxy 1, given the because there's that like extra storybook content stuff, and I'm curious of what that's like.
Thanks for seeing to the supporters. This all is in readiness for the ritual. First, I shall give the order to Alphino and Alice in the Tower of Babel to channel Ether to the moon. Once we have amassed a sufficient amount of energy, Oriange and I shall begin our incantation to open a void gate. If all goes well, a terror will form in the fabric of reality, at which point we must activate the brands and put in place the containment seal. That is all. If there are no questions, then let us begin.
Apologies for the wait. The preparations here are finally complete.
Excellent. The Tower 2 is activated. But give the word and we will begin channeling the ether.
Very well then. Make it so.
The moment of truth.
The truth.
a shame that Red had to head out.
Yeah.
By the sisters.
Just imagine like some faint remnant of Zodir going, hey, what the fuck?
Tis time to open our gate.
Magic tower.
A tear is beginning to form. Quickly, activate the brands.
My brand. The light.
Damn it. To activate the upside down Zohars.
The shield has been activated.
Success. The gate is open, and the seal appears to be in place.
Let's see how well it holds.
What's this?
What an enormous gate! Lord Golbez will be eager to hear of this. So this is the promised land. The land of boundless ether.
Dumbass.
I dare say the seal doth serve its purpose.
And there's Lutra.
Hi, Vritra.
I see all proceedeth apace. Remarkable.
Indeed. Just this moment, a void scent emerged from the gate, by which we may safely assume it leads to the 13th.
It's incredible, Ishtola. Truly incredible. Oh, what an honor it is to have been part of this historic achievement.
I love how much Nadal's just like, yay, science!
A part is an understatement. None of this would have been possible without you and yours. Our success has also served to solidify our understanding of cross-rift travel. The Ascians rejoined reflections to the source by instigating elemental imbalances. These imbalances weakened the barrier between realities, causing the ether of a reflection to flood the source.
I'm trying to remember, did we learn what happened with
But
the
why
other
is it that
reflections?
reflections are predisposed to rejoin the source?
Uh,
Why have they never
some
merged
of
with one
them
another?
underwent the rejoining. The others.
Thou art suggesting there
aside
is a
from the
unique
first, were not
property
entirely
inherent
sure.
to the source?
And the 13th.
Okay, so there's still
responsible for such an
yeah. So we know what happened with the 1st and the 13th, and there's still like a few that we
It is
could
my
potentially
conclusion
get
that
later. Okay.
as the point of origin for the reflections, the
And
source
the
has an
4th,
innate pull over them.
We're going to find out soon enough.
Oh boy!
Hydaelyn, I believe, sought
Well,
to
we're not gonna
suppress that
find
pull,
out soon enough, but
which is why she was created with the power of
Yeah,
life,
I know what you mean.
of stasis.
Yeah, Evercold.
Yeah. Was it ever stated by any of the Ascians
Meanwhile,
how
the power of
many
darkness,
were actually
of
rejoined?
activity reigns in the void. Hydaelyn's influence would naturally be weaker, and this manifested in the form of planar fissures.
Considering that presumably the rejoining is
Working
also
with
the
this
cause of the
hypothesis,
calamities, we can
I
assume
set my sights
roughly
upon where
7
the
or 8.
pull was assessed to be strongest.
Okay, so about
and
half
through
of them.
our combined
Yep.
efforts, we succeeded in opening a gate to the void. Now, I must stress, it was because we sought the void that we succeeded. Pleased though I am to have my theory proven, the secrets of travel to other reflections still elude us.
Push's like, yay, theory's correct. Still gonna be tricky though.
Even so, in the reality that lies beyond the 8th umbral calamity, there are those who found a way to reach the first. I will not rest until I do the same.
One step closer to fulfilling your dream, eh?
Just a step. Many more remain to be taken. Which further motivates me to forestall a void-sent invasion. So come, let us set forth to find Ashdaya and put an end to Golbez's plot.
I take it we're not doing the dungeon until next time when Red's back.
Climb upon my back.
Figured.
I shall take
Also,
us
we
to
did
the
the.
gate.
We've already done the dungeon for this patch. We just have a trial.
As we did discuss prior, I shall see the alchemists safely home,
But
then
who
together
will
with the
we be fighting?
Loporrits maintain vigil over the gate.
Let's see,
May
we
the
fought
sisters watch over
Rubicante.
and keep you safe.
We fought we fought the like wind one. I believe Cloud Darkness was Final Fantasy 3, so not that.
Barbaricia.
Thank you. I guess we only fought a third one of the like 4.
The other 2 we fought in the dungeons.
Right. Okay, so we got Golbez left, and I'm not sure who else, if anything. But would Golbez just be a trial?
Let's find out. It's like, boy, this is a familiar scene.
Honestly expected to be like, the trial's now available, like a fade out ago.
Next time, Dragon Ball Z. You know, fighting someone like in the rift between would be a pretty sick fight, I'm not gonna lie. Also, this moon is very red.
This is the moon of the 13th.
No, they just got Mars as their moon.
Basically. Zero, she rocks. Yeah, Zero's fucking awesome.
Yeah, she's been a fun character.
It is. Ever since the flood, it has been a sanguinary orb in the sky.
Sanguinary is a fun word.
Yes.
No void sent. A rather more subdued reception than I had anticipated.
You know what? Unlike Element, this one doesn't contain a giant elder
But
primary.
unsurprising, given how jealously Golbez conceals the location of his domain. Still, we must remain on guard. One of his minions came through the gate, after all, and more may lie in wait.
I do not sense my sister. Where could she be?
We'll find her, Vitra.
Steady, Vritra. We've barely arrived. Let us explore our surrounds before drawing conclusions.
Yes, thou art right. I shall survey the moon from above. The ground I leave to you all.
This is an actual explorable area. Okay.
Yep.
Given the layout of the crevice and everything, pretty clever use of asset reuse.
Yeah.
Like, I need to model a whole new area, just recolor it. Makes sense. Especially given the context.
The surface of the moon is a grim shade of crimson, consequence of the flood of darkness, perhaps. Sorry.
Damn, no. No using mounts here. Alright.
Nope. Flesh side, this is still only like a fraction of Mario Elementor. Nova proved. Yeah, Nova had rest and stuff he needed to go see. So we're kind of taking care of things.
Yeah, just getting to the actual trial start point.
And then save it for next time.
Yeah, I'd assume so. I figure Red would want to be part of the trial at least.
Fair enough. Hold your breath in an attempt to catch the faintest noise. Save for the sounds of your comrades, there's nothing.
Wait, help, are we instanced?
Yep. No matter how you strain your eyes,
It's still wild. It is still wild just how often the Crystal Tower bit wanted to put me in a different instance from you two.
In all directions extends a desolate waste without end. So far you've failed to find any clues as to Ashdaya's whereabouts. Perhaps Zeros knows something you missed.
The chasm has caught your attention as well.
Giant hole in the ground. With buildings.
There's some manner of structure below. Worth a look, wouldn't you say?
I too sense something here. This pit much resembles the cradle of darkness on our moon, where Zodiac was once imprisoned. If this place serves the same function, then a fragment of his power must have been sealed in the depths. Strange, though. When Zodiac perished in the Source, I presumed that every aspect of him was thus unmade, and his power scattered. But it's unmistakable. The darkness that permeates this abyss. Could a trace of him yet remain? Or is it something else?
Light heart, dark heart part.
I do love how from this because you can tell that he probably is planning to hit us with a trap. We just gotta be ready for it.
I hear thee, sister. I hear thee. Climb on, my friends. Hastaya is here, within this chasm.
In we go.
You were entrusted with Ajdaya's eye, were you not?
And back it goes.
I was just like, wait, you're friends with mortals? Damn, how long was I out?
So this is indeed Golbez's domain.
Kis arn in.
Es fil ud in. Ein an in.
Sis esk dir antar. For war Meradarn I an. Les I el kol an. Zdis sorn Tiamat an. Kai Ros an. Ke ul ke darn morn. Dis an. Kai an. Nal stra an.
Nar tal king in eyes. Atan endran esk an. I'll call his hes ud lar an. Esk les ud an. Ses razat an an. Snoson an hai hes in an.
Ta hes an elgon osk in. Ses kidir in an. Kasta an. Sta in es katao. Tai an. Es an stra in sorn.
What now, then? Does this great worm intend to remain a captive meal for all eternity, not daring to test her chains?
Ern el. Mis head in ud. Kis targo. Asrael dis tar. Sma osk in sis an.
Now there's a start. So, what can you tell us?
Yeah, I also just love her going, man, you have just as attacked as D-Hawk. What the hell?
Do es I mesh I go sorn. Ka som mo. Skom les sau an. Som du ortas
It's so dark.
sis.
Well, you heard her. Shall we look into this spot near and dear to our enemy's heart?
The others have already begun searching for clues. Let us do the same. We'll take charge of this area if you can see to the south. Yeah, you know, the general southwest direction. It's a location marker that takes up about 30% of the fucking map. Maybe closer to 40.
Oh yeah, holy shit.
Point of interest. A glint from beneath the rock catches your eye. No, found it.
Right, where on the map?
Did you find something?
Over by Vritra.
As you know, okay, so it is near. Okay, so they did put him there on purpose.
A
That's good.
Memoria.
Probably.
But whose?
Linked by a rock. Trying to find the sparkle. Is it the rock he's looking at, or?
One that's kind of standing upright near him.
Right near him.
Maybe a little ways away.
Oh, wait, I see it.
There you go.
You have lied, pillaged, and murdered. Have
Alright,
you
and
anything to say in your defense?
No. Every one of them got what they deserved. Trusting fools. Like you would-be heroes. Aye. You do well to keep a close eye on each other. It always ends the same way. A knife in the back. And better to have the handle towards your hand. You'll see! Oh, yes. You will.
And
I can't bring myself to pray for the unrepentant. You're a nobler man than I. Victims of the Contra Memoria, then. Like so many others. But we will end it.
Thank you. I shudder to imagine what might have happened if you hadn't dealt with the Dark Ones. Oh, her? She's like you, I hear. Hunts Memoriates taken by darkness.
Well, well. A kindred spirit. Perhaps we will finally have a new comrade.
Zero.
No. I've no interest in working with others. Much less someone who looks as suspicious
So,
as
is
you.
Durante a name from 4 as well?
I don't remember.
If there's nothing else, I'll be on my way.
Even when we share the same goal, we can't overcome the mistrust. Such is the way of things, the wisdom of our era. We'll make do, old friend. We have accomplished much already. And another person may well have been more of a hindrance than help. Now then, our work here is finished. His Majesty has summoned us, so let us not delay. To Baron.
Had another vision of the past, did you? What?
I should know that the two other characters Zero met would come up again.
Yep.
It's them. The pair I met in that village. Which means the one sealed in this Memoria is...
So, you have come. You who would oppose our crusade.
tranquilo.
Who voices Durante? Because he sounds familiar.
I bet he does.
Durante's Golbez, isn't he?
I believe so, yes.
Which, like, at first I thought that was Golbez's POV we were seeing.
You. I know you.
Also, yes.
Is that so? From the world before, I dare say. 'Tis impressive enough that you have managed to retain your mortal form, but to remember your past besides. But that is of no moment. You are the Memoriat who vanquished my minions. Correct.
And what if I am?
Then I would bid you join me. As a child of our world and slave to the wheel, fight with me for the salvation of all our souls.
Fight with you? More like fight as your pawn.
Okay, so...
It isn't me you want, but my power.
So what's Durante's deal, then?
And if I don't obey, you'll bind me like you bound that dragon.
Good question,
But no more. I refuse to be bound ever again. I fight only for myself, and for those in whom I trust. My friends.
I see. A pity. It is for the dragon that you have come, yes? When first you appeared, I thought simply to remove a threat to our plan. Never did I imagine that you would reach this place and gift me a golden opportunity. Long as it has been imprisoned, this dragon has grown feeble and weak, its spirit extinguished. Your coming has served to rekindle her forgotten hope. Her yearning to be free, to return home. That is the key to our deliverance.
The darkness is ravaging her. She's becoming a void scent.
Rise, O Shadow Dragon, and obey! Kill him.
Uh-oh.
keep our guests occupied.
That's a problem.
Save her. I beg thee. Save my sister.
What's up, big man?
Before darkness swallowed the world, I fought tirelessly in a war without end. The experience taught me to discern the strong, that dragon, and you. Face me.
Rest assured, I need no invitation.
Accursed light. You, who have ever basked in its warmth, could never understand our envy, our agony. You will not deny us our release.
Cat's dice now.
Okay. Floating magic cube on an alternate moon is one hell of an arena.
Yeah. Also fucking tiny. Alright. This is where we're gonna call it for now because we've been going for about 3 hours. Also Red's not here.
Yep.
So we'll finish up the patch next time. To everyone who stopped by, and we'll see you guys later.
Also, my god, this remix.